And the players going through their game preparation, making sure they're fully warmed up for the tip. Hello and thanks for joining us, 2K Sports fans, for another exciting presentation of NBA basketball. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Now a chance to check out tonight's starting lineups. Someone will be keeping an eye on Andre Drummond.
Yeah, Drummond has explosive lift, and it's why he can go up and get so many shots defensively in terms of blocking the ball. People just don't expect him to get up as quickly as he does, but he is really bouncy for a big man.
He is that. He's light on his feet, and he's very fast. I mean, just straight up running down the court. This guy gets up and down like a much smaller man, and I think he's got some real promising potential.
The Nets will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Brooklyn. They continue to spread the load, trying to compensate for the injured Brook Lopez, Clark.
They certainly aren't going to have him for this game, Kevin, but looking on the bright side of things, it appears as though he'll be ready for action in the playoffs. Well, this is a tough matchup for Money in this one. He's up against Darren Williams, who is a point guard that has strength and size and tenacity. He's skilled and he knows how to run the show. It won't be an easy task at all.
And it's the Pistons to start out. Drummond passes to Money. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Darren Williams.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Detroit shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Well, the season numbers for this club are really low. I mean, this is something that the team has been focusing on. They've got to improve.
Well, you know, it's still exciting to come here to the Barclays Center, this beautiful new arena, and we really like the fact that it's built to showcase basketball. Terrific sight lines, everything the fans could ask for.
Pierce, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
We talk about the allure of the new arena. Steve, even when teams are staying in the same city so often, a push is there for a new arena.
Yeah, that's the reality of the business. It's all about entertainment. It's about being cool. It's about kind of the brand. And I think that's where Brooklyn really made that huge jump last year. It was just the uniforms and the arena and the fan base and being in Brooklyn. It all came together, and now it feels like a world-class organization.
That is good. Watch has got his first basket of the night.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Williams. The shot's good for Money.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Pacers in Indiana.
And you could see it in that game, despite the odds against them. Once it got to OT, they had the belief that they could get it done.
And, Steve, that's what happens a lot of time when the supposed underdog gets the game into overtime. Momentum swings their way.
Here's Money after Joe Johnson scored. Money passes to Monroe. And stolen by Darren Williams. Here's Pierce. And the layup's good off the glass. Pierce has got 5.
How about this? They're shooting 80% so far. I know it's early, but offensively, they look great.
And again, it will drop another make there for Money.
Boy, they are locked and loaded early. 3 for 3.
The Nets have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Johnson against Jennings. Johnson kicks to O'Neal. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
Here's Money, coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Deflects the pass, and Drummond kicks to Jennings. It's stolen by Johnson. Williams dishes to Pierce, and it's sent back by Drummond, and that one's good.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Yeah, they're getting exposed right now.
Here's Money. He's got 8. Feeds it to Drummond. Money passes to Drummond. Tries to save it. Just 5 on the clock. Hit his leg. And it's whistled a kick. On defense, Brooklyn leading by 5. Money passes to Jennings. Shot clock at 6. Monroe, no good.
Well, they're shooting 75% here early on, even with that miss.
Johnson with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Johnson kicks to Williams. No good. Nice D from Drummond.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Wasted no time on that one. And that's 11 points for Money.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Williams kicks to Johnson. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Buries it down low.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Money passes to Drummond. Drops in the layup for 2.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Johnson with it. In the loss to the Knicks the other night, definitely not himself. Outside Williams. That one falls, coming off Johnson's feet. Here's Money. 4-point game.
Well, it's been an interesting few years for Darren Williams and a lot of controversy involving his coaches. So Williams looking for stability and also I think looking for maybe an improved reputation as this season unfolds.
Going back to Williams-Clark and the coaching change, do you think he had a hand in that or not? It's so hard to speculate.
It really is, Kevin. I agree with you there. I think it's overblown, quite honestly. You have to remember playing in the Big Apple, the storylines will abound, true or not, and they sometimes can take on a life of their own.
Well, the same thing happened to Utah now, too.
Yeah, well, again, I think some of that, there may have been a little bit to it, but again, I think overblown is the best way to look.
Here's Money. Darren Williams picking up that last basket. Money passes to Monroe. Good on the shot.
What a start to this game. The offense is both dominating.
Tell you what, feels like a game on the playground. Forget about defense, just keep firing.
Now here's Williams. This game he had 12. The putback and the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. Here it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Now here's Pierce. 29 points for him last game against New York.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him too.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Anderson's checked in. So it's Brooklyn now. It's a 3-point game. There's the block. And he gets it back. Williams gets the bucket. Here's Money. 11 points in the game. He dishes it to Monroe. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Monroe's got 7.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Williams dishes to Blotch. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And a look at the top single-season player efficiency ratings. I love this statistic. Wilt Chamberlain, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and we've got some more modern talent representing as well.
Yeah, you're talking the elites of the game when you go down that list. Interesting to see a new school stat kind of juxtaposed with the old school legends, but you know, the rankings obviously make sense if those guys are at the top.
Now here's Anderson. Pierce kicks to Anderson. Dishes it to Blotch. Back to Anderson. Let's keep it alive. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to New York.
And one of the factors in that game was They just couldn't get to the foul line and get enough points from the free throw line to make a difference.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanked off the rim. They were letting them hear about that.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He got right to the game plan they needed to have against Williams. Coach acknowledged of all the players they're going to have to deal with tonight, he is the one they need to cling to defensively if they're going to be successful at that end of the court. Kevin, we'll see how that strategy pans out as this game develops.
Thank you, Doris. Here is Williams. After the made shot from Greg Monroe. Johnson against Jennings. Johnson kicks to Williams. And here's Anderson for three. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Anderson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Yeah, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. The offense really in a good groove. I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Jennings with the steal. Throws it up high, and Drummond throws it down.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game, a potential momentum builder. Well, head coach Jason Kidd, that's a phrase I didn't expect to hear this quickly, but Kidd wasted no time. Only a matter of weeks after he announced his retirement as a player, he was named the head coach of the Brooklyn Nets. And it's going to be interesting to see the transition. Kidd, obviously great basketball IQ, so well respected as a person in the league. I think it's just a matter of time before he really finds his footing and becomes an excellent coach.
And here's Blotch after the three-pointer from Anderson. That's good. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
That's right, Clark. And the other thing we've seen is great work on the offensive glass. We're seeing second chance points for this club.
So it's the Pistons now, following the three from Anderson. Money passes to Villanueva. Excellent D there from Azili. And back to Coach Jason Kidd, Clark, a rookie at the coaching profession, but one of the most intelligent and respected point guards over his 19 years in the NBA.
Yeah, always respected as a leader, and his basketball IQ off the chart. So I think he's one of the few guys that could go right from playing to being a successful head coach. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play, they're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Now here's Terry. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Knicks in New York. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn, and he gets it to go. Anderson's got 12 in the game.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Here's Jerebko. Another 3 for Detroit.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
Here is Livingston. Right side, Terry. There's the dish to Evans. The kick out to Anderson. 6 to shoot. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. 15 points in the game.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
And the rejection by Azili. Here is Livingston. Anderson in the post. Villanueva covering. Azili kicks to Anderson. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Already they have 8 second chance points here in the first quarter.
Pistons trail by 13. Here's Money. 13 points in the game. Villanueva with the bucket.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Here is Livingston. Passes it to Terry. He feeds it to Livingston. Pass to Ezeli. Phillips with some nice defense here.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Good. Villanueva's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Pistons.
His shooting percentage is really solid so far, fellas. Good start to this game for him.
Phillips against Terry. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one misses. And the Pistons making a change here. Good on the second free throw. We've got 13 seconds left in the first. Here's Money, averaging 34 points per contest. Down low, Yarebko. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Yarebko's got his second bucket of the night. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through one. Nets lead by 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return.
Tune in Friday, April 5th. Rajon Rondo and the Boston Celtics.
And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
And you get a chance early on to see their depth. They got a nice effort from their bench players early in this game.
Yeah, Steve, I tell you what, their subs have really packed the punch for them so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Detroit, Money in at point guard. Tony Mitchell out there with Monroe. Then it's Kyle Singleton, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the 2 spot.
You know, one part of Joe Johnson's game that tends to get overlooked, guys, is his ability to create space with the dribble. He's got great size, and that ability makes him the potent scorer he is.
Pope loose. Here's Money. He's guarded by Johnson. Money passes to Mitchell. Here's Money. 5 on the clock. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. And for Joe Johnson, as you mentioned, Clark, great size, and he's comfortable, truly, Steve, from shooting anywhere on the floor.
Yeah, and whether it's a spot up or off the dribble, he can go either direction. He's so strong, excellent ball handling ability. But I think he could do a little more damage inside if he chose to. He's got the body to be a good post-up player.
Here's Money. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And a chance here to check out the all-time single-season leaders in assists per game. The Utah Jazz's John Stockton, the featured player.
Yeah, and Isaiah Thomas cracking that top 5. This is one of those stats where you have to credit the teammates, too. You got to have shooters and finishers to complete the play. And those two, of course, played on some great NBA teams.
And the Pistons making a change here. Drummond's checked in. Williams with the ball. Now defended by Caldwell Pope. Outside Williams. And the pass to O'Neal. It's Drummond with the rebound. Pistons trail by 7. Now Singler can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Williams. Now here's Teague. He's guarded closely. Some solid defense from Mitchell. To the inside. It's picked off. Stolen away. Great open look there. Mitchell's got his first 2 points of the night. Nets leading by 5. Left side Williams. Outside Teague. Back to Williams. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Pacers, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with an incredible amount of points, and that's...
Teague up top. Kicks to O'Neal. That's good, and so Teague with the assist. O'Neal's got 4 this quarter.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Pistons trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
4-on-3 break. He kicks it to T. Back to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. It's Anderson with the drive. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And now let's find out who the top rookie setup men have been since the All-Star break with this look at the assist rankings. Well, you look at Money, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
Well, he learned whatever lessons had to be learned in the first half of the season, and now he's just going about breaking down defenses.
And I can assure you guys that his teammates absolutely love playing with him now, even if it took them a while to get used to each other.
Teague for 3, and again, Brooklyn with the triple. 1:12 left to play here in the half. Here's Money, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. He's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block his shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
And Steve, we've also heard people point out how many minutes he plays, which is large. I mean, even more impressive to me isn't simply that he plays those big minutes, it's that he does it full speed 100% of the time.
O'Neal dishes to Terry. Back to O'Neal. The feed to Terry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Can't cash in from close range. Phillips passes to Money.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Pistons have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Detroit making a switch. Mitchell's checked in. Both free throws good for Money.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
T kicks to O'Neal. Pass to Anderson. Rejected by Detome. Phillips against Anderson. Phillips goes in. Here's Money. Rejected by T. Here's Anderson. The shot is off. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. It's the Nets up 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Joe, this Brooklyn team has evolved in so many...
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
From the 2K Sports Studios, welcome.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Brooklyn, and a look spanning over the East River at Lower Manhattan and the Brooklyn Bridge. What a game we're seeing from Money.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor, it's been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
On the perimeter, the all-star trio of Williams, Johnson, and Pierce. Watch out there with Jermaine O'Neal. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Feeds to Drummond. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, Andre Drummond, the ninth pick out of UConn in the 2012 draft, he's starting to look like a steal for the Pistons now. Big men with his size and mobility just don't come along very often.
He doesn't get the second one. And back to Drummond, you talk about his size. A lot of young players need to bulk up. You might argue that he should try not to get any bigger. What do you think?
Well, he's 6'11", 280. I mean, he's not getting overpowered by anybody. So for him, I think staying light makes sense. He's only 20 years of age, so trying to stay as agile and light as possible is probably the way to go.
Save some wear and tear on his body.
Yeah.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Williams kicks to Pierce. And here's Blatch. He dishes it to O'Neal. They get a hand on it. Clock at 6. Johnson down low. He's guarded by Jennings. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It goes on Brandon Jennings.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Money, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Money's got 22.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Outside Williams. Dishes it to Johnson. The kick out to Williams. And the 3 off target.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Johnson. Money passes to Drummond. That drops. Drummond's got 4 points in the quarter.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
The Nets with the lead. Johnson outside. The dish now to Williams. That's good. Williams has got 18 points. Detroit's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from 3-point land in the ball game. Here's Money. And Detroit again with the bucket.
That's 4 straight from the field, guys. Off to a quick start this third quarter.
The Nets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Williams kicks to Pierce. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. Now a timeout called by Detroit. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And how they were able to battle back in the fourth quarter of that game, being down as much as they were, made it a really special win for them.
Well, I hope they enjoyed it because you're not going to get many wins like that. I mean, having to dig themselves out of the hole they got themselves into doesn't happen very often.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He told them that their commitment to offensive rebounding needs to be much stronger. He said transition defense shouldn't be the focus. It should be getting to the offensive boards. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. The Nets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Watch dishes to O'Neal. And it's good. O'Neal's got 10.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut back down to 2 points on the basket from Money.
And he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He really needs to continue to work for those good looks.
And Williams, here we go. And he gets it to go. Williams has got 20 points.
This game has taken on a new feel since halftime.
For sure, the energy level on both sides has gone way up after the break.
Money passes to Drummond. And blocks with the block. But they get it back. No good.
You know, fellas, once he got into position under the boards, I mean, he wasn't letting anybody get around him.
Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
And let's take a look now, some of Josh Smith's numbers, how the second half is shaped up for him. He's putting up 6 points a night, just over 2 blocks and 5 rebounds. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his ability to alter shots and block them That's what's really driving their defense.
And, Steve, I don't think it's overlooked. I mean, especially with the tough front court matchups in both conferences that you have to contend with.
Here's a Teletovic is checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Monroe. That one off the back iron and out. Nets leading by 4. Johnson right side. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Williams. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. Now a look at the hottest teams in the league. These squads have knocked down everything in the last 10 games. The Pistons, number 1.
It's due to better shot selection lately, Kevin. They're taking their time to make sure the shots they take go in. Really good self-discipline there.
Singler, he's checked in for Monroe. Here's Money. Connects on the 17-footer. Money's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
Williams kicks to Johnson. Outside Pierce. The 10-footer. And the shot is good. Pierce has got 13 points.
Well, offensively, he needs much less space to operate than most players. It's amazing how well he can get his shot off, even with somebody right in his face.
You know, even the tightest defensive pressure doesn't seem to faze him in the least. I mean, you can attribute it to his concentration, where he has incredible focus, or you could just say he's one of those gifted scorers.
Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Johnson. Lots of room. And the shot is good. 10 points for him. Pistons trail by 6. Here's Money. 32 points in the game. Johnson over to help. Smith for 3. Rebounded by the Nets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
Singler outside. Passes to Money. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Bloch. Johnson attacking. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. A moment now to look at the all-time list for blocks in a season. 7'4", marking with 5.5 blocks a game. Wow.
That is a ridiculous number, Kevin. Eaton was a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Just a 4th-round pick out of UCLA back in 1982. Tell you what, he sure panned out for the Jazz.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for the Pistons. Here's Money. Detroit, no good that time either.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Shot by Terry, no good.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
And the pass to Money. Smith outside. Here's Money, averaging 34 points per contest. Just 5 on the clock. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, Josh Smith is one of the last guys you want to see in the open court if you're a defender. I mean, he's coming at you to slam it on you, and you're backpedaling and looking over your shoulder. Oh, man, that's a scary, scary feeling.
Well, Steve, back to Smith, a great combination of quickness and strength and leaping ability.
Yeah, he moves like a small forward, but can finish over the biggest and tallest players in this league. So when he gets ahead of steam in transition, you better watch out.
And he gets the bucket.
It makes it so easy for your teammate when you can lead him with a pass like that one.
Nets leading by 4. And Terry up top, averaging 14 points a game. He feeds it to Williams. Pass to Evans. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 6. The basket good off the assist from Evans. 22 points for Darren Williams.
really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
And he gets it to go. 34 points for Money.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Williams dishes to Evans. Second chance effort. It's rebounded by Detome.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
There's the screen. Money passes to Mitchell. The Pistons working the ball around now. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Money.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Here's Williams. Drains it from 17 feet out. Williams has got 10 points in just the second half.
I don't think they can ask much more of him than what he's done this quarter.
Money passes to Smith. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
Yeah, that's 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed on good looks right at the rim.
Terry kicks to Williams. There's the feed to Teletovic. Back to Williams. Here's Money. He's got 36. Detome, the pass to Money. The score now all even. Money's got 38 points. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Kicks it to Anderson. On the wing, Evans. Pass to Teletovic. A 3-ball. The shot misses. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Here's Money. And that misses. That would have put him up.
It's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Here's Evans. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Evans has got his first points of the night.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's Money. Terry covering. Stolen by Terry. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Teletovic. Terry outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
And the Pistons making a change here. Here's Money. Soft touch off the glass. Money's got 40 points.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it.
Here's Williams. 1:05 left in the third quarter of the game. And Billups, here we go. Passes it to Money. For the lead. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in. Monroe's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons.
Boy, he is beating them up on the glass. They almost looked like they were willing to back off and give him the second chance points. That's how physical he is.
Here's Johnson. And that's collected by Money. Money's got his 4th rebound in this one. Feeds it to Smith. And that one's good. And it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Williams dishes to Pierce. Johnson outside. Johnson missing again. Here's Money. With 1 on the clock, hits. Count that one from Detome. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Pistons lead by 6. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway.
Next, when
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting it way up there above the rim so that only his teammate could catch it. And not only does he do it, but he powers it down from there.
The timing of these plays are just phenomenal.
No question.
And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. Monroe and Drummond there inside. Money out there with Jennings. And it's Billups in at the 3 slot.
After 17 years in the NBA, Jermaine O'Neal is still going. It's easy to forget he was once an all-star franchise big man for the Indiana Pacers. Jermaine could do it all. He could score it in the low post, could make the mid-range jumper, and also was a force defensively. But even though he's not at that level now, he can still help you as a quality rotation big man.
And for O'Neal, at one time, a 24-point per game score. Now his role is all about defense, blocking shots and clogging the lane.
Yeah, he's 6'11", 250 with a great knowledge of the NBA and how to defend and scouting reports of every player in the league. Very savvy veteran player.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Williams. There's Jennings with the 3, and that one's good. And the Pistons lead by 6.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
The net shooting straight 49% from the field. Williams kicks to Pierce. And the shot is long. Detroit's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. And he gets it to go. And now it's an 8-point Piston lead.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
O'Neal passes to Pierce. The 9-foot shot. Again, Pierce missing.
And the defense did a pretty good job of closing off the middle once he got inside the lane.
Dishes to Billups. Now the pass to Money. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. Moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Brooklyn. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Money's got 43 points.
You know, they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch and into the final quarter.
I'll say they're looking very determined as they try to close this one out.
And the basket by Johnson.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Nice ball movement by Detroit. Count the bucket. Money's got the lead, back up to 10 now for Detroit.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead.
And that one's good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
That's good. Money's got 7 now in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Outside Williams from past the arc. Rebound Detroit. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Johnson against Jennings. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Monroe. Here's Money. And Pierce over to help. Money passes to Billups. Rejected by Pierce. But he stays with it. Stolen by O'Neal. Pierce against Monroe. Johnson dishes to Pierce. That's good. Detroit with the ball. Money passes to Drummond. Here's Money. No good. Nice D from Williams. Nets trail by 11. He dishes it to Pierce. Fades away. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
That's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside.
And Drummond kicks to Monroe. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Monroe's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pistons. For Brooklyn, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Outside Williams. The dish to Pierce. From 12 feet out, just 5 on the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And there's Joe Johnson on the assist by Pierce. 16 points for Johnson.
Unbelievable shot. He can't miss out there.
And he knows it. I mean, he's got major swagger going on out there now.
Smith checked in for Chauncey Billups. Nets trail by 11. And stolen by Jennings. Money passes to Smith, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
And turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Williams. The dive for the ball. It's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Here's Money. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And stolen by Jennings. And here we go. Jennings heading to the hoop. Fires from deep. And that will fall. The three-pointer on the line from Money. Money's got 53. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
And they're also really getting out in transition and scoring some hoops in the fast break tonight. You know, Deron Williams is so strong and so poised in the post. I'd like to see him down on the block a little bit more often. There are very few point guards in this league who really have the strength to deal with Williams in a post-up situation.
That's off as well, so he misses both. And for Deron Williams, he is very versatile.
Yeah, he can pass it, shoot it, drive it, kills you with the crossover, and he's got excellent size that allows him to back you down, too. He can put you in the washing machine and take you for a spin every now and then.
And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
19 seconds on the shot.
So it's Brooklyn now. They trail by 14. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. The shot's good from Money. Money's got 55.
I love what they're doing, trying to put the hammer down, attacking the basket when they can.
Johnson attacking. It's blocked. Moves back up. Shot is off. Great D that time from Jennings. Pistons leading by 16. Here's Money. He's guarded by Williams. Money, and that one's good. Money's got 57 points.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Watch dishes to Williams. And it's Johnson penetrating. And Watch with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
Well, he recognized the advantage size-wise, and he went right at the defender. That's how you do it.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Williams. Money passes to Drummond. Here's Money. 6 to shoot. Inside. It's deflected and taken away by Johnson. Outside Pierce. He feeds it to Williams. Back to Pierce. All sorts of time. And that's good for 2. Pistons leading by 14. Money passes to Jennings. Smith outside. Here's Money. He's guarded by Johnson. And that's a foul called on Andre Bloch. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
Money passes to Drummond. Good on the shot. And the Pistons lead by 16.
And the shooting percentage continues to climb, guys, here in the second half. They're on fire.
Steve, I like the collective focus since halftime. Good team basketball resulting in high-quality shots.
And he gets it to go. And that's now 30 points for Deron Williams.
Tell you what, he's had an excellent game, and they're going to have to continue to rely on him if they're going to come back.
Money passes to Drummond. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, you know, coming out of UConn, guys, there were some concerns about Andre Drummond's motor and work ethic, passion for the game. He really quickly dispelled those with his tremendous production. This was a guy who played with great energy and effort just about every time I saw him.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Jason Kidd was saying to his team. He told his players not to spend so much time trying to find the perfect shot. He said, listen, there are no bad shots. Take them when you've got them. The other thing he said was that they need to take an extremely aggressive approach on defense and try to throw this game into a little bit more chaotic pace. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Nets on defense. Here's Money. Pass to Drummond. Puts up the baby hook. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Drummond's got 6 in the quarter. Steve, you're talking about the motor for Andre Drummond per minute among very top rebounders in the game.
Well, he moves like a guard, Kevin. It's almost surreal to watch the way he kind of floats around the court for such a big man. As long as he's engaged, he can have a huge impact on the game. I'll tell you what, at his age, his upside is really off the chart.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Money passes to Monroe. There's the bucket. Good.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball, really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shot.
Johnson can't hit.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
And that one's good.
What a top-notch game he's having. He's gotten them in front, and it sure seemed like he's going to keep them there. All by himself, it looks like.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for Detroit.
You know, Clark, when you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Well, you said it all there, Kevin. They were lethal from behind the arc.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Money. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone on his team on offense.
Detroit's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. The shot from the low post is good. And the Pistons lead by 21.
He's doing it all for them right now on the offensive side. No matter what the defense has done, they haven't been able to find an answer to stop him. And he's had an answer for every defense he's seen.
And here's Johnson outside. Rebound by Money. Detroit with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Stolen by Pierce.
Probably time to just say it, guys. This game is over.
I think you're right on target there.
And the Nets miss again. Detroit's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Smith the pass to Money. Back to Smith. Here's Money. Lets it fly from 18. And that falls.
Well, if it wasn't already out of reach, it is now thanks to this spurt.
Just keep on firing, man. No reason to slow down now.
And so it's the Pistons taking care of business here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And that about wraps it up for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now, Jordan presents our player of the game, Money.